everybody, we're ready to go, and this is going to be a doubleheader tonight. Chicago is 1-2, New Jersey is 3-2. And tonight we're going to have the Nats take on the Bulls. If the Nats win, that'll be big. There's Otis Birdsong and a miss. And Glenwood to rebound. Here's Watley now for the Bulls. We're on a one-game winning streak. Watley and a miss there. Here's Otis. Otis made the All-Star game. Totally different, and Otis Birdsong is put in. It's an early 2-0 New Jersey lead. So here's Watley. Watley again to Greenwood. Greenwood over to Orlando Woolridge, who last game had an absolute incredible game. A very big one. There's Orlando, and no. And Dawkins to rebound the other way. So we have this, and we have the Cavaliers. And the Knicks, which are next. There's Williams in a slam dunk. Buck Williams takes the rebound and puts it in. It's 4-0 New Jersey. New Jersey now, if they win, they'll be 4-2. They did win a lot of bottom feeder games, but there's Corzine and a miss there. Dawkins again. Richardson to Bernard King. Into Otis. Will put it up and over and no good. And Watley the rebound. Watley will bring it down. The Bulls so far. Oh, on the ground. Here's Michael Ray Richardson. It's 3-on-1. Birdsong drills it in. It's 6-0 New Jersey. Games tonight, and when you look at this type of thing, there's Orlando Woolridge who scores, and it is an early 6-2 game. Here's Bernard King. Bernard King noticed Birdsong, and he hits it. It's going to be 8-2 New Jersey. New Jersey 8, Chicago 2. Daly. Orlando Woolridge. Orlando out to the side. And no. Greenwood the rebound, and they put it through. It's 8-4 as Chicago now. That's the thing for Chicago, is they want to start. They're 1-2, and they know a win will be big. They know a win will be big for their playoff hopes. There's Otis. And there'll be a foul there. So Birdsong will go to the line for 2, and they're going to nail 1. A lot of people here in New Jersey's Meadowlands. It's going to be 10-4 early. And that's the thing, New Jersey right now, early on, and there's a timeout for Chicago. Timeout, New Jersey 10, Chicago 4. 10-4, Chicago wants to come by now and get a few in a row. They're 1-2. They won their last game. I forget who they played. And here's Orlando Woolridge. And they ended up winning. They're 1-2. And a lot of it was because of Orlando Woolridge. There's a long 2 and a miss. But a lot of rebounds for New Jersey now. Richardson to Otis. Otis Birdsong. Oh, right there and right to the middle. Daly. Oh, into Orlando. And a miss and a range. Rebound is good. It's 12-6. Otis down. Otis Birdsong pulls and misses. And now Chicago's starting to win the boards. Daly, yes. With a 20-second shot clock, you got to get your first shots off. And it's 12-8. Richardson to Darrell against Dave Corzine. And there's the block, and he takes it back. Watley. Oh, intercepted by Buck Williams. Here's King. Albert King. Not Bernard. Albert King. They ISO him. There's Albert and rolls in. 14-8 New Jersey leads Chicago. And I'm telling you, halfway through right now, Chicago, they don't want to go behind too much. Orlando will roll in. It's 14-10 Orlando Woolridge. Woolridge will put it through. Orlando a good shot. Here's Michael Ray. Williams, they got Dawkins now. And remember the All-Star game. That was a heck of an All-Star game that we saw. Albert King will pull and miss. And Daly the rebound. Again, they're getting hands on everything. Daly will go, and that's Orlando Woolridge, and that's big. Chicago's coming back. They were down big early, now it's 14-12. All-Star Otis Birdsong. I wish they put a little thing to show who the All-Star is. Birdsong is good, but now they're going to go one-on-one against Daly. Birdsong, no, and tipped away. Corzine again to Orlando Woolridge. Woolridge against Albert King. Albert King, Woolridge, and that's going to be Dawkins. They're going to go to Otis. All the way to King, and oh, that was too much. Oh, they throw it in. Oh, my goodness. What a pass and a foul. Oh, my. The foul on Greenwood and Buck Williams. My goodness. You got to get at least a point out of this. You got to get at least a point, and they do. So a timeout by Chicago. What a sequence, but Chicago by 3. New Jersey by 3. As Chicago now, they're 1-2. But Chicago is a team that they want to know and show everybody that they... Where's Orlando Woolridge? Oh, double teamed, and Orlando ends up scoring. It's now 15-14. You know, the Lakers ripping up the West and the All-Star game. And now you wonder, but you look at the East, some of the teams here. There's Otis Birdsong, 17-14. The Lakers, on the other hand, in the West have not had the best tournament. Not even close. Have not played the best players, I should say. Woolridge, no. And here's Buck to Otis. The Lakers have not scored. There's Michael Ray. Michael Ray now. On the outside to Otis Birdsong. 2:20 to go. There's Otis. Got it. And Otis Birdsong gets a 5-point New Jersey lead. So here's Daly. No. And that'll be a turnover there. So, actually, no, it'll be Chicago's ball. They'll throw it in. There's going to be 2 minutes to go here in the first. Of our doubleheader, Leicester will look on the outside, a 19-14 game. Leicester will pull and miss. And here's Matt Kaminsky. Matt Kaminsky over to King. Albert King, they go to Buck, and one. And one, it is a 7-point lead. New Jersey is a little excited. They've also played the bottom portion. And it is 22-14. And won by Buck Williams. That's the thing, the Lakers have played the bottom. They won every game by over 20 points. Now they're going to start playing tough teams. They play in Portland, the Trailblazers. And here's Wiggins. He'll pull from 22 and miss. Buck Williams over to Ramsey. Ramsey to Cook, and there's the foul. He'll go to the line.
First personal foul, fourth team foul.
So Cook now will shoot 2 and now 1. 23-14. Cook again, and no. Johnson will take it over to Oturu, and Wiggins will have it. They go, Holton again. Never heard of half these people. Wiggins. Of course, I'm going to get some comments. Hey, what about 1984 when this guy did this for some obscure college, which is great. You do that, we love it. Under a minute. New Jersey is actually showing good life. And Matt Kaminsky, no. An air ball, Albert King. It hits at least the rim. Johnson will bring it over. It's a half minute to go. Oturu. I don't know if they have the skill to get baskets on the court right now. Wiggins. Over to Oturu. Maybe he had Jordan's number before Jordan. Oturu. We'll have to remember that. Here's Albert King. And Albert will be on the outside. Albert got to get it in. They got 3 seconds. There's Albert King. Oh, no, and that's it. At the end of 1, New Jersey has a 23-14 lead. And New Jersey leads.
Please direct your attention to center court.
I would have loved to see that half-court shot, but right now it is just all blank. And we're about ready to go for the second quarter. I wish I would have saw that half-court shot. Lester will bring it up for Chicago down by 9. To begin the second quarter, Chicago, before their last upset win, was one of the bottom teams in the NBA. And a lot of people thought Wiggins, yes, rolls in. And Wiggins will make it 23-16. Well, they were making it. They were taking a look. Here's Cook. Cook. Over to King. King again. King. Well, shooting and a block, and here comes Chicago again. All the way down to Wiggins. Wiggins. And got it off glass. It'll be 23-18. 23-18 now. Here's Cook. Cook. Over to King. King on the ground, and here's Greenwood to Lester to Higgins. He'll go all the way, and now Chicago has climbed within 3 now. And the New Jersey Nets have to be wondering what in the world is 6-0 Chicago run. Cook. Cook. Pulls and misses. Johnson a rebound. It's an in presence now inside. Higgins pulls and misses. Cook the rebound. Dalvin Cook. There's O'Koren and no, Matt Kaminsky, and yes, 25-20, New Jersey. New Jersey now, they're 3-2. A win would make them 4-2. And might even guarantee their playoff appearance. Remember the top 8 go. Lester. No. And Kaminsky again the other way to Ramsey. Over to O'Corin. To Cook. 2 points in this quarter for New Jersey. Cook. Yes. 27-20. New Jersey leads Chicago. And Lester. Higgins. Over and King the steal. King will move. Albert King will pull and miss. And Greenwood the other way. Greenwood to Higgins. Over to Greenwood. To Lester. To Greenwood. Wiggins again. In and out, no good, and here's King. King will move down to Ramsey. They have 4 points in the quarter. They go to Cook. 6.5. King over to Ramsey. Wants to pull, but doesn't. They got to do something. Cook will fling it up and miss. In and out, Greenwood to Lester. Lester over to Higgins. We had a 67-60 game before, and this is looking like it could be won. Wiggins flings it, no good, and here's Albert King the other way. King over to Ramsey. Cook over to Ramsey, didn't pull. Thought he would. Ramsey from 22. Can't have it. And Albert King the rebound. King from the insignia on this side. Here's Cook again. Cook will pull and hit, and there's a foul. It's a New Jersey foul, but the basket will count. And New Jersey has a 29-20 lead over Chicago. Johnson. And a foul, Matt Kaminsky. So Johnson will shoot 2. And he nails 1. 29-21.
At the line for 2.
And 29-22. Under 5.5 to go here in the second. New Jersey by 7. Now when Cook over to Dawkins. Kaminsky, O'Corin should shoot. They got Otis, and Otis will put it in. Timeout, Chicago. And New Jersey has a 9-point lead. New Jersey by 9. Chicago is 1-2. The Nets are 3-2. The Knicks and the Cavs, the 2 worst teams in the NBA, will be next. And I know the Knicks have a win, but there's Orlando Woolridge, and they put it in. So Orlando Woolridge will cut it to 7. So the Knicks and the Cavs will get it over with. If the Cavs win, they both have a shot, but the Cavs will have the tiebreaker. If the Knicks win, the Cavs are done, and the Knicks will be 2-3. Wiggins, and Wiggins trying to go to the middle and block. Kaminsky to Cook, they got a man, O'Corin open, they give it to him, and he slams it in. The Nets are up 33-24. The Boston Celtics destroyed the Nets here in the Meadowlands in the first game that they had, and it'll be out of bounds.
Substitution.
So now the Chicago Bulls Woolridge. 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 No. And Williams the other way. Richardson. Here's Richardson now. Birdsong. Otis pulls and misses. And Williams again. They go to Darrell. Oh, he airballed that. It was terrible. Daly will bring it down. Daly. Woolridge. Woolridge over to Watley. Watley will pull and miss. And Williams again the other way. They go to Cook. Cook to Richardson. Richardson. Over to Cook. There's a second to go and no good there. Corzine to Watley. They go to Woolridge. Woolridge again, 2.5 to go here in the half. Watley over to Daly. Clock is ticking. Daly. Daly. No. And Otis with the rebound. 33 to 24. Oh, Cook, a nice pass to Michael Ray.
Bulls ball. Substitution on the court.
And the Bulls will take it. New Jersey 33, Chicago 24. The days, all that this Saturday night will play them another 5 games. They want to get them all in, and that's one of the things that we'll see. Woolridge and a score. So 33 to 26 with under 2 minutes and a half. New Jersey is leading by a little bit. They give it back. The Nets are a solid team. They really are. Otis. No. I think they're a bottom tier team, though. They're going to have to pull a major upset, though. Daly, no. Dawkins will bring it over to Otis. Pulls and in. Otis Birdsong. And 35 to 26. Right now it's a minute 20. Corzine. Daly. Pulls and misses. He's hit as he falls on the ground. Richardson. There's going to be a minute to go. Albert King. To Otis. Otis over to King. Darrell. Richardson. No. And Woolridge again the other way. Here's Orlando Woolridge. To Daly. And no. King again. They're going to go the other way. Here's Richardson. To Williams. Dawkins. Otis. Scored. 37 to 26. New Jersey leads Chicago. And they're going to bring this half to a close. 37 to 26. Woolridge is back. Orlando Woolridge. He'll try and go inside and he's fouled. 4 seconds to go. Albert King with the foul. And that's going to be one. Just too much on Woolridge, really. 15 and 15 points. Michael Ray. Oh, no. 15 of the 27 for Orlando Woolridge. But it's 37 to 27. here's Watley now in the third. Watley for Chicago will bring it to Corzine. Now he won't pull. He'll spin around and give it to Woolridge. Woolridge. No. He has 15 of the 27. And here's New Jersey now. Remember, he had 37 in the win that they had. Otis off glass, and no, can't have it. Greenwood again to Watley. They'll bring it down. Watley over to Woolridge. Woolridge wanting to pull, and he does, and he'll go to the line. So Albert King's second personal foul. That's going to be 16 for Orlando. Maybe 17 to 29, and he does. 17 to 29, and if you're Chicago, you want to keep it low scoring, because if it's low scoring, then your best player has a better chance. Otis Birdsong in a miss. Orlando Woolridge with the rebound. Woolridge. Watley. Over to Woolridge now. There's Corzine. Woolridge. And hits it. Oh, Orlando Woolridge now. I mean, he has 19 of the 31. And it's 37 to 31. Otis misses. Corzine the rebound, and here's Orlando Woolridge. Taking the baseline. Orlando Woolridge. And no. And Williams the rebound. Buck Williams to Otis Birdsong. Otis Birdsong. And no. Birdsong can't have it. 2 blocks, and that's big. 2 big blocks. A timeout by the Nets. We're up by 6 here in the third. No, timeout Chicago. So Chicago has a timeout, 37-31. And if you're Chicago, you just got to play to the end. Woolridge. Orlando. They double them. Remember, there's no illegal defense in this league. Daly, and they lose it, and Richardson. Michael Ray to Otis. Got it. Otis Birdsong, very much a shooter. He shot every single time he's got the ball. And he makes it. There he was on a streak, a cold streak. Orlando. Woolridge. Oh my. He has 21 of the 33. He has to have the last 8 of Chicago's points. It's 39-33. Daryl Dawkins. Dawkins and Corzine the block. That was a good one. Watley all the way down to Daly. Daly, what's he doing shooting the ball? He's got to give it to Orlando Woolridge, and here's Otis. Otis will pull again and miss. It's just selfish basketball right now. Everybody just going for themselves. Greenwood is blocked, and they know it. They know it now. Orlando Woolridge is wide open. They don't give it to him. Watley over to Orlando Woolridge, who was wide open underneath. He's going to take it. Orlando from 22. Got it. Oh, my God. He's got 23 of the 35. And New Jersey by 4. Otis. Is he just going to shoot it again himself? You want to bring your kids to a basketball game and talk about teamwork, but that was a good one. So Albert King will shoot 2.
First team foul.
Daly will be the
At the line for 2.
one with the foul.
Wackley. Assist goes to Woolridge. New Jersey foul call. Albert King. Third personal foul. Second team foul. At the line for the Bulls, Woolridge. Taking 2 shots.
Out of bounds. You got to wonder about Chicago. Buck Williams, no. Rebound, and that's Buck Williams. You don't have Orlando Woolridge, you got to worry about your scoring. And it's 53-41. Daly. There's a long shot, and they scored. Daly and Woolridge have scored all the points. I think so for Chicago. Woolridge is out, so Daly, remember there is no illegal defense in a run and gun league. You play zone. I think they want to. O'Corin, they go to Cook, Dylan Cook. Cook off to the side from 20. No, rebound Buck Williams. Buck, and that's going to be a foul. Well, I mean, the Portland Trailblazers.
For New Jersey.
You know, Buck Williams is going to...
Taking 2 shots.
Oh, that was awful. And for the Nets, that was absolutely awful. Buck Williams will make 1 and 2. That first one, almost an air ball short. 54-43, under a minute 20. Holton. Green to Wiggins. Wiggins. No. And that's going to be a foul.
Second personal foul. Third team foul.
So that's going to be, I think, with Buck Williams. So Mike Kaminsky. Mike not back. I keep messing it up. Mike Kaminsky, and no. 55-43, under a minute. Holton will bring it up again. Chicago. A lot of subs in here near the third. Green. Oh, Johnson, that'll be easy. The lay-in is good. And it is a 10-point game with 45 seconds to go. And Ramsey will bring it back. Ramsey now wants to go over and get it one-on-one. He won't do it. We're in a box offense. Curran to Johnson. No. Johnson again. Holton. They go to Wiggins. Over to Higgins. Wiggins and Higgins. And they make it an 8-point game. Cook. So they're going to hold for the last shot. Cook. They're going to bring it over. The first of our doubleheader. Delvin Cook. No. And that's it. The end of 3. New Jersey by 8. What a game so far. Here we go in the 4th, and New Jersey by 8. O'Koren now. Mike O'Koren has made it 10. If you're New Jersey, you just want to score early, and you don't want to let Chicago into this game. You don't. Woolrich is out of the game, and there's Kaminsky, and they're going to go to Ramsey. Remember, it's only 6 seconds to get it past half court. That's why 14 on the rebound. Here's O'Koren. Bring it over. O'Koren. Got it. It goes in, and Mike O'Koren is 4th straight New Jersey by 12. Here's Lester. Wiggins wants to look over. Wiggins, no good. They go to Higgins. Lester for 3. No. Oh, here's Green, and he scored. So Sidney Green, it's 59-49. Sidney Lowe, Sidney Green. You got to remember that. Here's Delwin. Cook. No good, and Kaminsky. Can't have it. Kaminsky again. No good, and here's Chicago. They tried all that time. Lester. They go to Wiggins. He's in Higgins. And he can't get it. Higgins and Wiggins. Here's Koren. O'Koren, Mike. To Ramsey. To Cook. 59-49. To Willoughby, Ramsey for 3. No. And O'Koren, Michael score. 61-49. It's 7:50 to go in the game. Lester to Green. Over to Johnson. Oh, look at this. Johnson in one. And now that'll be Matt Kaminsky with the foul. Johnson will have it, 7.5 to go. Steve Johnson trying to go lucky 7 and 7, and he does. Lucky number 7 and 7. And now it's 61 to 42, 7.5 to go in the game. Ramsey will bring it over. Over to Matt, Delwin. Delwin Cook. He's going to have to fling it. He does, and no good. Matt again. Up and in, no foul by Matt Kaminsky. And that's what's winning this game for New Jersey, is the offensive rebounding and looking good. Holton now will have it. Holton here's a who. Remember that Dr. Seuss book. Johnson, Wiggins, Toru is the last guy before Jordan, number 23. Johnson the rebound, and here's Cook. Cook, Ramsey. If New Jersey holds on, they're going to win. There's Cook. Off glass, no good. Higgins over to Holden. Holden again, Toru. To Holden. Holden. And no. Higgins. Wiggins, Holden, Toru. He's hit as he shot, no good. Kaminsky over to Cook, and they're going to bring it down. Cook through the middle, and they score. 65 to 52 with 6 minutes to go. And this is, well, Holton now that it looks like it's going to be all New Jersey now. Wiggins. They got to get Orlando Woolridge in the game. Johnson, and he'll go to the line. Oh, him and Matt Kaminsky not happy with each other. Johnson will hit one. 65 to 53. And 65-54. Under 6 minutes to go in the game. Here's Otis now. Otis Birdsong. They got some of the starters in the game back. They have Orlando Woolridge back in the game, but it's an 11-point game. Michael Ray pulls off glass, no. And they go the other way to Watley, to Daly. Watley, yes.
Assist from Daly.
So Otis. Otis Birdsong. The King. It is a 9-point lead, a long shot, no. Johnson the rebound, they put it to Woolridge. Watley, no. Dawkins the other way, Birdsong. Otis. Dawkins. Got it. 67 to 56. Daly. It's an 11-point game for New Jersey. 4 minutes to go. And Chicago. There's Woolridge. No. The battle for the worst team in the NBA will be next. It'll be the Knicks at the Cavaliers. You know, you never know with that kind of game. Michael Ray to Otis. And here's Otis Birdsong now. Long shot, no. Johnson a rebound. Johnson has owned the boards. 3.5 to go in the game. Orlando Woolridge. Woolridge pulls and misses. He has to hit everything. It's an 11-point game. King Over to Richardson, Michael Ray. Over to the Otis Birdsong. Otis. Oh, look at this. Otis, the king, score it. It's 69-56. 3 minutes to go in the game. New Jersey. Daly now. Daly pulls. And they're going to hit that. It's now 11. But right now the clock is running down. They're going to put pressure. It's not like college where you're trying to steal in the back. You're trying to force a shot early. Shoot early or turn it over. Otis. There's the early shot. And
Chicago ball.
it'll be Chicago's. So a 9-point game and a timeout by the Bulls. 2.5 to go in the game, and when you're both this team, New Jersey and Chicago, if I'm Chicago, you need a couple baskets in a row. You're in this game. But right now, they're down by 11. With 2.5 to go, there is, because of the short shot clock, there's a chance, but that's Dawkins the rebound. And Michael Ray will bring it down. Here's King. Albert King to Richardson. Over to Otis. Otis Birdsong. And got it. That's going to be Greenwood with under 2 minutes to go. New Jersey 71, Chicago 58. New Jersey looks like they're going to go 4-2. No, that's Woolridge, but they need at least a couple stops in a row. New Jersey 71, Chicago 60. And oh, what a slam by Daryl Dawkins. 1:40 to go. New Jersey by 13. They're going to go 4-2. And they're going to be a surprise team. Chicago will drop to 1-3. So Orlando Woolridge, one heck of a game for him. He's incredible. 1:25 to go. Otis, they bring it around. Darrell to Richardson. Williams to King. 73-62. No, Dawkins will slam it in. 75-62. There's going to be a minute to go. 1 minute, Orlando. And looking, Orlando, no. Williams to Dawkins to Richardson. And New Jersey, I mean, they're going to be 4-2, which is big. Buck Williams are going to hold. And King now, they know that they're going to be, there it is, 77-62. The Nets are going to win. I really, when I look at this, am shocked. King. Birdsong. No. Williams over to Birdsong. And that'll be it. New Jersey's 4-2. The Bulls are 1-3. And let's go now. Let's see the box score quickly as New Jersey wins. And we're going to Cleveland for our second part of our doubleheader. The worst teams in the NBA battle it out for who is worse, Cleveland or New York. And there you see Otis Birdsong, and that was big. What a dunk there. And that is big. So New Jersey 77-62 the win over Chicago. And that's going to be very quickly the comparison. New Jersey there is everything. Team fouls only 13. called. The Bulls never had the lead. And when you look at the box score, low scoring second quarter. Birdsong had 30. Buck Williams, 16 rebounds. He had a double-double. Kaminsky with 10. Orlando Woolridge had 31. Johnson had 9 points, 10 rebounds. That would have been big there. What is Otoro's name? I don't know. Charles Otoro from St. Joe's. He was on that team that beat DePaul. The Knicks and the Cavs. This might be the worst game in the NBA. The two worst teams. I don't want to say the worst game because these are good players. You know, you make it to the NBA. You're a great player, and we're underway. And here's Houston now. The world be free. So you can have a great game between two lousy teams. World B, no. And Cartwright the other rebound. Corey Sparrow to Tucker. Sparrow. And Sparrow over to Tucker. Richfield Coliseum, Bill Cartwright. And Cartwright an early 2-0 lead. The Cavs, wow, if you look at that person in the hallway, they were like the fourth dimension there. They just appeared out of nowhere. Quantum physics. World B free now. World B. Underhand, no good. And Tucker the other way for New York. New York is 1 and 3. And that's going to be King. It'll be a jump ball. So first minute of play, it's 2-0 New York. This can be a good game. It's just two teams that aren't good overall. If the Cavs were to make the playoffs, it'd be a miracle. Robinson got it. Truck Robinson, how about that? And Truck will score. It's 4-0 New York. Houston. Over to Robinson, the other Robinson. Henson. Remember, Henson was good in the last game. Over to Crompton. Houston to Henson. Will pull and miss. And Truck Robinson, the rebound. Here's Rory Sparrow. Tucker. And the New York Knicks up 4-0. Sparrow to King. Bernard. He's good at what he does and knocked away. Houston. Henson. Oh, over to World B. World B free. Lloyd free. And that's going to be Robinson. No good. And here's King. Bernard. Tucker over to Rory. Here's Tucker. Cleveland has not scored yet. Tucker. A spin move. And that Tucker will shoot two. Cleveland might be the worst team in the NBA. And Tucker will make it 5-0. And Tucker 6-0. Will Cleveland score a point? And early it's 6-0. We know they will, but it's very metaphorically right now. And a timeout. Timeout. It's 6-0 New York. So we're about ready to go. 6-0. Cleveland still has not scored offensively. They're not looking good. These are the two worst teams in the NBA. Though the Knicks have a win, I believe they beat the Chicago Bulls. World B. World B free. got to take a look. They pull and hit. World B Free nails it. Lloyd Free was his original name, and then he changed it to World B. It's a 6-2 game. Bernard King. I'm really shocked. He's like Alex English and Kiki Vandeweghe. Highly underperforming. Tucker. No. And Crompton the other way. World B. Houston. Houston over to Robinson. Robinson. Yes. 6-4. And Butch Robinson. And Cleveland has scored the last 4. Yeah, this is looking like too bad, but there's Bernard, and he'll go to the line. That's what happens when you beat your man to the baseline. You get the foul, and that'll be on Henson. So 6-4, and still 6-4. Bernard King, and 7-4. They stopped a 4-0 Cleveland run. Here in the first, Henson will bring it into Houston. I got to use the facilities. I'll be right back.
Bernard King. The assist, Tucker.
Timeout.
Well, New York, I'm gone, and it's 11-4. Halfway through the first. The Cavaliers, they got killed by the New Jersey Nets. That was on Saturday when we had the game. Absolutely destroyed. They were part of that long marathon that I had. World B, yes. I mean, that's the thing. World B will score, but there's only so much you can do. As a star, you're not going to score 90 in a game. Walker over to Bill Cartwright. Bill flicks it in. And it's 13-6. With the win, New York Knicks would be 2-3. And they would be our team in the spotlight. They would be. I would see how they would do. Here's World B. And up and in. 13-8. He's just taking it on himself. They're hoping that the Knicks collapse and he can start dishing it out. Walker. Over to Rory Sparrow. Here's Bill Cartwright. And no. Robinson over to Houston. World B. Bulls. Off glass, in and out. Here's Bernard King. Bernard, very much an underperformer in this league. Bernard, yes.
Bernard King.
15-8 here. 3.5 to go in the first in New York. Here's Houston. Houston over 2. No good there, and Cartwright again. New York Knicks got killed early on. There's Bernard King in a miss. And here's Free. They got beat by the Celtics by a lot in New York. And there's a block, and Walker again. So they're in the bottom tier. They need a miracle just to win a playoff game. Walker, and he got it. 17-8. And now the Knicks are taking their turn to beat up on Cleveland. Houston now will bring it up. And they're doing their job to beat up on Cleveland. You know that. 17-8 New York. Roll B. Robinson. And Robinson over the other way. Chuck Robinson plays for New York. Here's Walker again underneath the Rory Sparrow. And he'll lay it in. And for the second straight game, we might have the visitors in the 20s and Cleveland in the single digits at home. And here's Walker. Remember in the first game, Cleveland, oh, what a pass to Bernard King. And it happens for the second game in a row where the visitors are in the 20s and Cleveland still in single digits. It was 22-9 New Jersey. But that's the thing. I remember the first game, Cleveland was playing Philadelphia and got killed. There's World B, and he ends it. A timeout. And it's 21-10, New York with the timeout. I think New York, there's Len Elmore. Len Elmore played for Maryland in the greatest game ever in the ACC championship game against NC State in 1974. Grunfeld over to Walker. They go to Tucker. Tucker will fling it up. No good. And instant. A rebound. They bring it in. Thompson. Shelton. I think Shelton, remember he had a good game last game. Elmore again, they go to Walker under a minute. And now you're looking at the worst players in the NBA. Bernstein. Walker again. If New York were to make the playoffs, you know, they would have to have a good second seed to do anything. 24 seconds there.
Cleveland ball.
Cleveland will have it. It's 21-10. If New York wins, it'll be 2-3. You need about 4 wins. With the Cavaliers looking like they're going to lose every game, and some top-heavy teams, you might need a better record than what you think. You know, there's going to be 3 teams, 9, 10, and 11 in the East that don't make it. So the Cavs will probably be one, but you got to wonder who else will be it. Here's Tucker and a foul. Well, they're going to shoot 2. That's on Thompson. Trent Tucker and
Tucker. 2 shots.
Walker over to Grunfeld, and to Len Elmore, and no shoot. Shelton with the foul. Len Elmore out of Maryland. He was an NBA analyst for all those years. Elmore, no. Hubbard over to Thompson. John Bagley would later on play for the Celtics. Bagley. And no. Bernstein, the rebound to Tucker. Tucker. Walker. No. Hubbard. Hubbard again the other way. They go to the near side. And that's going to be a foul. Len Elmore with the foul there. Was before the shot. Common foul. They don't use the word on the floor anymore. You used to see the old-time referees on the floor. And all the fouls happen on the floor. They don't happen in space. And that's going to be 2 there. That's Thompson. And I understand you could be jumping and not be on the floor, but they always say if it's not a shooting foul, you say before the shot. And Trent Tucker will make it 25-14 as John Bagley now will bring it up. Shelton over to Henson. Shelton over to Hubbard. No. And Elmer the other way. Tucker. No. Shelton. Hubbard, and he can't have it in. Shelton will put it in. Don't look now, it's a 9-point game. New York, there's a foul, and that's offensive. So the Cavaliers don't look now, but they're doing the same thing they did with the Nets, is they make it a little bit closer than what you expect. Bagley. John Bagley. Oh, what a move. Oh, what a move by John Bagley. Oh, my. And New York. Oh, New York, if they were to lose this game, that would be absolutely shocking. Webster, that would be a killer for New York. The Cavs all of a sudden would have a little bit of hope after getting crushed by New Jersey, and now, but here comes New York. Grunfeld looking. Grunfeld will pull and hit. So Grunfeld nails it. 27-19. New York makes it. They might be a 16 seed. New York and LA. Oh, what a play by Bagley. John Bagley now. And New York 27-21. Walker now. Walker, Grunfeld. Grunfeld again wearing Phil Jackson's number. Macklin, Walker to Grunfeld. Oh, Thompson the steal. Can they get it around? They do. Hubbard, and he'll go to the line. Look at this comeback. It was 23-10.
At the line for your Cavaliers.
It's 12-4 now.
Taking 2 shots.
And Hubbard. No, 12-4 run. Truck Robinson the rebound. They put some in. Some starters in. Truck is in. Here's Walker. Over to Bernard King. He's really underperforming. There's Bernard, got it.
Bernard King.
And there's a timeout. You can't let him loose. World B free. Look at him, 29-22. If you're New York,
Number 13.
you got to get a big lead again. If you're New York, you brought in a lot of your starters. Cleveland now brought in a lineup. Here's Bagley. And John Bagley will move. Bagley over to World B free. No. And then Elmore the rebound. Bernard King. But oh, look at Bernard laying this up and good.
Bernard King.
And Bernard King, it's now 31-22. The starters for New York are just tearing apart Cleveland. Bagley. Oh, to Crompton. And Crompton will shoot two. And Elmore with the foul. So Crompton got one. 31-23. Crompton, no. So only one and two of their last four. And free throws for Cleveland. Bernard King to Grunfeld. It's against World B, but they give it back to Bernard. Bernard, oh my. And Bernard King is starting to heat up. Very much a disappointment for the Knicks in their first four games. But he's heating up here, 33-23. World B. World B. World B. No. Robinson the other way. Walker. Walker over to Grunfeld. No. Hubbard again. Here's Hubbard. Bagley. Oh, maybe a travel, but none. Robinson over to Walker. They bring it to Bernard. Bernard to Walker. No. Kicked out, and Bernard over to Walker again. They go to Len. Walker will have it. They got here's Walker. Oh, what a play to Len Elmore. What a play to Len Elmore, and now the New York Knicks have a big lead again. And, well, when you look at this type of a game, it's World B. World B free. Got it. 35-25. Walker. Walker. Grunfeld over to King. King. No. Over to Bagley. Oh, to Crompton, who slams it in. Every time New York with the big lead, Cleveland comes back. It's New York by 8. So New York by 8, they bring it in. Here's Rory Sparrow. And Robinson will take it over to King. Bernard. Bernard, one-handed. He is heating up. He is on fire almost. And it's New York by 10 now. Houston. Houston will take a look to World B free. World B over to Henson. Henson. No. Henson, no. Henson, no. And New York will have it a little over 2 minutes. So 37-27. Oh, wow. Truck Robinson. And New York by 12 with 2 minutes to go into half. 39-27. Robinson over to World B. World B off glass. And it's 39-29 now. New York, they're trying to go 2 and 3. And they're going to be the team to look at after this is over. The Nets also, too. We're going to see about them. Nets are a weird team. They could be good. I just don't know. World B. I think the biggest disappointing team, number 1, are the Knicks. They're very disappointing, but right now they're taking care of business. And the other one are the Milwaukee Bucks. They're very disappointing. The Bucks are unbelievably disappointing, but aren't king in a block. Here's Robinson, and they want to go to World B. Should have got him underneath. Can't have it. And that's going to be... That'll be the Cavs that'll get the ball. So I thought World B was going to give it up, and he didn't. Under a minute to go. Houston. Over to Henson. Henson. No. And it'll be no good. New York will have the ball. They're going to have a half minute to go, 35 seconds. And they'll bring it into Rory Sparrow. 30 seconds to go in the half. Bernard King will go to Bill Cartwright. And foul. Here's the 2 shots. Cartwright has the weird free throw, and he nails one. 5.6 rebounds. Look at that free throw, looks like an alien. And 41-29, it's up by 12 now. And here's Cleveland, Houston. Entering in the East. I know there's Cleveland on the ground, but you can't necessarily knock out New York. Maybe if they lose this game. World B, no. And here's Cartwright over to Bernard. No. And at the end of one half, New York comfortably ahead. Cleveland is only coming back when they rest their starters. To 29 as we begin the second half of 2 of the worst teams in the NBA, though New York. We'll take a look at them at the end of the game if they hold on and win as we begin the second half. Rory Sparrow. Oh, that's not a good foul. You only get 3 fouls before the penalty. The penalty's on the 3rd foul. Cartwright. Cartwright. King. They go, and that's going to be a shot, and they nail it. From about 17 feet on the wing, it's 15 now. New York jumped out to a big lead. They had a 23-8 lead, or 21-8. It was 23-8. It was 23-8, I believe, and they didn't look great doing it. But they look a little bit better now. The long shot, no. And Cartwright the other way. Rory over to Tucker. Oh, they had it in. Number 2. Then Rory Sparrow. There's Bill Cartwright. To Rory. And a foul. So the New York Knicks. Here's Rory. And they'll hit one.
At the line for 2.
44 and 45. 35. Robinson. Got it. 45 to 31 now. Here's Sparrow now. And one of the things with New York, 45 points. They've really started to explode shooting-wise. There's Bernard. Oh, what a move. Oh, what a move. And Bernard, no. I was hoping, honestly, as a neutral fan, he would have hit that. That would have been a great sequence. And he didn't do that. Remember, New York hit the first 6. Then it was 6 to 4, then 11 to 4, then it was crazy after that. No good, and Bill Cartwright the rebound. Trent Tucker over to Bernard King. Pulls and hits. It rolls in. A timeout by Cleveland. And New York is pulling away here in the third. What do you say? I often wonder when games are like this. What do you say? Like really, when the game's starting to get out of hand. There's World B and they hit. Well, I guess they said, let's get in a run. If it's this for the fourth quarter, I would see more disparity. I think you're still talking strategy. But you're a little bit more. There's Trent Tucker off glass. And he banked it in. It's 49 to 33. Next year is in 2002. Run and gun league, and that's going to be really fun as we're going to start a little earlier. There's World B, yes, 49 to 35. World B, we started in December in this league, and we know the way it goes, but we're going to start in October in the next league. Here's King, and it's really because you're going to have sprint football. Bernard King was 17. This guy could score 30 tonight. There's 18. Bernard, yeah, that's the thing. If he were to ever go off in a game, this would be a dangerous team. But he hasn't. If Bernard ever were to take control and score 40, that would be big. And Tucker the rebound. They got just enough to make things annoying. Tucker. Over to Rory. Off glass and no good, but here's Truck who lays it in. And Truck puts it in, 52-35. That's the thing. That's why the disparity in the seeding, 1 and 16, it's because of single elimination. I only think about maybe 4 teams can beat the Lakers, especially in 12-minute quarters. King. Over to Sparrow to Trent Tucker. I can't wait to see the Spurs take on the Lakers. I think they match up really well. Rory Sparrow won't get it. Crompton the rebound. I'd love to see Artis Gilmore versus Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. That, to me, would be a heck of a game. And it is coming up. It'll be in a few weeks, couple weeks. Probably before break. Probably before, the end of February. And that's going to be a foul there.
Personal foul. 14 foul.
Bernard, yes. And Bernard King will hit one, 53-35. And Bernard got it, 54-35. And it has ballooned up to 19, and the Cleveland Cavaliers, this isn't what you wanted. Not what you wanted. Here's Houston. Houston trying to go one-on-one. Rory Sparrow says no. They go to World B, who was hit. And it's no good, and Cartwright the rebound. New York on a big run. There's Tucker, and they're having fun. But when you have fun, you still got to remember you're in the NBA. You got to score. Houston in a foul, and he'll go to the line.
Tucker. First personal foul.
That'll be Tucker's
Team
first.
foul.
And that'll be one make
At the
there,
line,
54-36.
Hughes.
And it'll be 54-37. You're New York, you want to make it 25 by the end of the quarter. You don't want to sit there and say, oh, well, let's let Cleveland in it. No way, oh my. Prompted, they go to Hubbard. Hubbard. And that makes it 54-39. New York leads Cleveland by 15. Oh my, Bernard King. And yes, I know he's getting hot versus the worst team in the NBA, but my goodness. I can see Cleveland going 0-10. They go to Robinson, the world beat free. They got destroyed by Philadelphia. World B, no. And we're going to take a look at New York. The way New York looks, I mean, they're 1-3. They got one win. We'll take a look at them. All games are CPU versus CPU. Tucker to Sparrow to King. Tucker got it. He hits a three. Trent Tucker, who has hit threes before, and that's a rare one, but they shoot the three and make it. And New York has a 59-39. The three-point field goal there. There's World B, the college line. Though that college line would not exist at that for Cleveland. Sparrow, and that's the foul.
Cliff Robinson. Second personal
It's
foul.
59-39. And Rory, and he'll miss one. You know, when you look at this game, you wonder, it's 60-39, and I know next year it's going to be totally different, a lot more stats. It'll be the 2002 year, and I think that'll be cool watching that, but right now it's 60-39. And Robinson will go to the line. Chuck Robinson here.
Second team foul.
The other Robinson will shoot. Amen.
Cliff Robinson.
Cliff
Two
Robinson.
shots.
What is it with former Blazers? Cliff Robinson for Cleveland, Buck Williams. It's 60-40. And this thing is over. New York is taking care of business. They are, and that's a good thing. Walker, and it's in. Larry Walker, really, the baseball player. The only game that we let the CPU play CPUs are the stats-based ones. The stats-based ones like Action PC, Pro Strategy Football. There we go, stuff like that, out of the park baseball. The reason why we go CPU versus CPU there is it plays out the exact same. Those are stats-based engines and not physics-based, so they can play a full game. Here it's different. There's Cartwright, and they put it in. 64-42. So it is different. I really think the Lakers and the Sixers are two outright favorites for this to meet in the finals. I really have no idea who would win, but if they were to play, I don't know. I think that each of those teams is going to play a close playoff game before they meet each other. I don't think that the Lakers are just going to go and steamroll by. Could they get beat? I would say maybe. You never know. Especially in one game. People get in foul trouble. They could get, who knows. It's also matchups in basketball. You know that. Here's Macklin. Macklin over to Grunfeld. Walker, they're going to let it run down. Pulls. No good. And Robinson the other way to Bagley. Bagley, no. Thompson, no. Macklin the other way, 64-44. Now they're going to Macklin. Oh, what a move. I mean, New York, I mean, they're impressive. If they're going to make the playoffs and make some headway, they're going to be able to do this, and they are. They're looking good today. Under a minute to go. Bagley will move in. The shot, no good. This is just like the New Jersey Nets. I think the Knicks, actually, we're going to take a look afterwards on who they played and what happened. I think really the Celtics and the Bullets are going to be a big test about tiers. The Celtics are the top tier, and the Bullets are the second tier. And they're going to play soon, and that'll really show us. Hubbard over to Shelton. Thompson again. Thompson over to Garris. No. And Elmore the other way. Here's Walker. Grunfeld to Macklin. Oh no, rebound, yes. 68-44 now. New York leads Cleveland. And here in the third quarter, New York just blew away Cleveland. In the third, just blew them away. John Bagley. And New York will take the final shot here as they lead by 22. Macklin. Oh no. New York on their way to going 2-3. Who knows? It's 68-46. Fourth quarter, and a lot of people have emptied out here in the Richfield Coliseum. I can't. When Cleveland plays Boston, that's going to be a killer. Grunfeld again. Over to Fernston, and no. Fernston, no. And Thompson rebound again. It's not going to look like the biggest blowout in the world. And there's an and one.
Shot's good.
You know, the way the NBA is, they're going to put in some subs. Phil Hubbard will then finish off. No, I'm missing Fernston again. I mean, it'll be around 20 your final, maybe 15-20. It'll be like 80-65, and you know, you'll look at the score and not know the difference, but this is just absolutely blowing them away. Len Elmore, yes. And it's 70-48. There's nobody left here. If you're Cleveland, you're like wondering what in the world. The Cavaliers, you know, not doing well. Here's Erickson now. Really? Look at all those tattoos for Erickson. Thompson. And no. Here's Macklin again, the rebound. Macklin goes no. He tips it back in. They're getting a lot of offensive rebounds. Usually, when your second stringers are in, they'll miss, and then the other teams first will get the rebounds, keeping the score low. But right now, New York's seconds are playing well. Bagley, what a move. And you know, John Bagley looking all right at 72-50. Was 72-48. Here's Walker. Macklin to Elmore. To Erickson. Thompson. Hubbard. No. And Bernstein again. Walker over to Macklin. Macklin. Hubbard again will bring it over. know when this is a TV game and it's a blowout like this, you can omit calling some of the action because you can see it. It's 72-50. Schultz, and he'll go to the line. If you're the Cavaliers, you are getting manhandled in the games. And we're going to take a look. I think, I don't know. I think that the Cavaliers will be at least close in a game. We're going to take a look at the Cavs and New York at the end of this and the total standings of all the teams. Indianapolis, that'll be a good one. Bernard King. And Bernard King is just going to up his point total. He wants to make the All-NBA team, the All-Tournament team. John Bagley now. 10 games for the East. For the West, Shelton got it. The Bulls, the Knicks will be halfway done their year. Same with the Cavs. If the Cavs would have won, they would have been 1-4, and the Knicks would have been 1-4. But the Knicks will be 2-3. Both the Knicks and the Cavs will be halfway through. Bernard King, oh my goodness. Bernard King, look at him go. He's loving every second of this. And John Bagley will bring it up. And it is absolutely, there's a foul on Len Elmore from University of Maryland. Bagley, and he'll have one. 76-54 and 76-55. Sparrow will bring it down. I mean, when you look at the Knicks, I don't know. They might be able to compete for a game, but in and out every game, I don't think so. But I will tell you this, if Bernard King were to play, oh, and that's out of bounds.
Out of bounds.
If Bernard King were to be able to say, hey, we won, and there's Bernard, and no. Henson will take the rebound now. Henson all the way down. Houston, the Hensoner slams it in. I told you it'd be about 15-20. King has 26. But 76-57. I said 80-65. That might be it. Tucker over to Bernard, and oh my. He's just padding his stats. The question, though, will be, you can't just say, oh, they average 30 a game and he gets 60 now and 2 against the Celtics. There's Henson. I think New York will be one of those teams that you can beat, but it'll be a challenge to beat. They got Height and Bill Cartwright. Rory Sparrow can put it back and shoot. Trent Tucker has hit a couple threes this year. He's a shooter. Bernard King can give you 40 on a good night. There's Tucker. I think Tucker and Bernard King in 12-minute quarters will be very dangerous in the playoffs at 12 minutes. Tucker, and got it. 80-57. World B, and World B free. He will bring it down. 80-57. World B. And no pull and miss. Henson. 80-59. New York leads Cleveland, and you know, they just want to end this game. I want to end it. Let's get to bed. There's Tucker. Oh, my. Trent Tucker, look at the fire. He is on fire. He's doing a great job, wide open. And with 3.5 to go, look at him. He's got that little plane flying underneath on fire, and they know. Henson, it's just his game, really. Henson over to Houston. Will pull and miss. And Robinson, Truck Robinson the other way. Bernard King over to Rory. Bernard, my Capishu is walking over in front of me. Sparrow to Tucker. And Trent, no. Robinson rebound 82-59. Houston, yes. 82-61. Well, I mean, he said 80-65. It's around that area. You don't get blowouts like in high school where it's like 91-37. You don't get that. You know, the subs come in, the second stringers. Bernard King. And got it. Oh my goodness. He's got to be 30 or more points. And it's 84-61 and a timeout. Cleveland wants to make some subs. A 23-point game. It's New York 84 and Cleveland 61. Well, we know that there are different tiers of teams. And quite frankly, I think New York, you know, they might have this happen in the playoffs if they draw the Lakers. They get the Lakers in the first round. This might happen. World B. No. Robinson. Cliff Robinson. Well, the Blazers must have picked a lot of great players out. Cliff Robinson and Buck Williams. It's a 21-point game. Macklin. Ensign. That's going to be a foul. So, I mean, they're going to bring it down a little bit. This game was never close. It's hard to tell. You know, you look at these games, and if you're not used to the NBA, you're like, oh, 84, 64, whatever. But these are major blowouts. There was never one time beyond the second quarter that Cleveland could have even won the game. They did cut it down a little bit, but they never were a threat, even though it was like 6 points. Fernston knocked away. But it never was a threat. It never really was. They were down. It was like 29-23. But Cleveland never had the lead, and New York always in control. And Darrell Walker. Bagley will hit one. 84-65. And 84-66. A minute to go. Williams. Fernston. No. Macklin. 66. Bagley over to Thompson. Thompson. No. Webster the other way, and here's Grunfeld. Grunfeld. Williams.
Cleveland foul. Bagley.
John Bagley, 86-66. New York will just get 2 more. So again, I think New York, I mean, they're going to be 2 and 3. We got to take a look at their schedule and who they played. 88-66. I don't know if New York is getting better or Cleveland is just that bad. We're going to take a look at both teams. It's 5 seconds. And that'll be it for the game. John Bagley might want to hit. And no. 88-66. A 22-point win.
Thanks once again for coming out and showing your support. Please get home safely.
Spilled out on the ground. But 88-66, Cleveland leads. They're not good. Cleveland's not even good. There's no way to spin it. They never had the lead. New York had a 24-point lead at one time. There were 24 fouls in the game. New York hit half their shots, 35 of 70. This team about all right with free throws. It was 55 to 36 in rebounds. It was 14 to 10 in offensive, so But Cleveland just missed way more shots. And when you take a look at the game stats, the box score, here it is. There it is. The Knicks just blew them away. World B. Free was 16. Cliff Robinson, a double-double, 11 and 10. That's it for the Cavs. For the Knicks, Bernard King at 30. So he's starting to pick it up. Robinson had 10 rebounds. Chuck Robinson. Bill Cartwright had 14. 5 fouls for Len Elmore, 4 for Walker. And a spattering all over the place of the other ones. 5 for Henson. And spattering all over the place for the other one. Your final 88 to 66. Let me go before we go our post-game show and save. And then we hit save as. When you take a look at this sort of a game, let's take a look right now. First of all, let's go to the Cleveland Cavaliers and see if they got anybody back. Here it is. Let's see. They lost to Milwaukee by 11. They got butchered by the Nets, 82-59. They lost to the Bullets, 79-66. They got hammered by the Sixers at home, but that was their first game, so they weren't in. And now they have the Bulls, which I don't know. Maybe they might beat the Celtics, which are not even close. The Pacers might be close, but then you got the Hawks and the Pistons. So we're probably looking for a perfect 0-10 record. For the New York Knicks, it's a little different. Let's take a look. From the very, very beginning, they lost to the Celtics by 16 at home. And then they played the Hawks and lost by 4. So they're 0-2 there. They beat the Pacers 76-69, so that's 1-2. Then they got shellacked by the Pistons. Not a good game. Not a good game, 1-3, and now they're 2-3. They could be 3-3 with the Bulls, and then a huge game against the Nets. That's going to be a huge game. These games are just like regular games. The first couple quarters, you got some reactions, wins, losses, all right. But then your last 3 or 4 games, people are on pins and needles. Because then you have to either win or stuff like that. And for the Knicks, they have the Bucks, the Bullets, and the Sixers to end. And then the Bulls next and the Nets. So they're at Chicago, and that's going to be interesting. That might be for the team that won't miss the playoffs. That might give a team a playoff spot. First of all, the stats and the standings. In the East, you have, again, the Sixers down. The Nets are 4-2. They played 6 games. Celtics, Pistons, Bullets, Hawks, Bucks, and Knicks now 2-3. You have the Bucks at 2-3. I mean, there are going to be 3 teams that miss the playoffs. Cavaliers are going to be 1. They're losing every game by 17, and they're the only one without a win. So, yeah, we're probably not going to have Cleveland in the playoffs. Now, 2 of the remaining 4 teams, maybe 2 of the remaining 5 will not make it. The Hawks, the Bucks, the Knicks, the Bulls, and the Pacers. Now, conventional wisdom says it's going to be the Bulls and Knicks also being out in Atlanta, Milwaukee, and Chicago. Other wisdom says possibly the Bullets because of the way the Bullets are and they've played. And we'll see them in a second as we leave this in the West. Of course, you have the Lakers averaging 21-4 per win. Then you have the Jazz, Spurs, who they got to play. The Rockets, they got to play. Portland, they got to play. Portland is right now 2-1. Not bad. The Golden State Warriors are 3-3. Kansas City 2-3. Seattle is 1-2. They got killed by the Lakers. Nuggets are 2-4. Remember, they play 11 in the West. The Mavericks 1-3. The San Diego Clippers 1-4. You just never know. And Phoenix is 0-3. And I think you might have, I don't know, you're going to have a lot of parity in the bottom. So some of those records will get up, and that's going to influence their seeding overall in the Run and Gun League. That'll influence that. So now what we do is we take a look at the view here. So the next games, which will probably, this is Monday, so probably Friday, believe it or not, the Sixers and the Pacers. They're going to be at Indianapolis, and then the Hawks and the Bullets. Sixers, Pacers, Hawks, Bullets. And then Denver and Dallas. That's a huge one. If the winner there is going to have the inside leg to the playoffs. And then the Rockets and the Sonics. And then after that, we're going to go through a long one. San Diego and Phoenix. Two of the worst teams in the NBA. Then LA and Portland. That ought to be a big one. We might have all of them on Saturday. And then we might do two games. The Bucks and the Celtics. The Knicks and the Bulls. And the Pistons and the 76ers. Wow, the Pistons and the 76ers. That'll be a big game. I mean, that is huge. Taking a look quickly at the Bullets to see how they're doing in this league. The Washington Bullets. Here they are. Overall, let's see. Remember that first game in overtime, 91-90. They beat the Pacers. They have a lead over there. They lost by 10 to the Pistons. They beat the Cavs 2-1. They beat the Bulls 3-1. So it's not exactly like, and they got crushed by the Celtics. 94-70. So, yeah. So they're going to play the Hawks at home. And then they play the Nets on the road. Those are big. The Knicks game will be big. I think the Nets and the Knicks and the Bucks. So this Nets, Knicks, Bucks, that's 6 right there. That's 6-4. They might be able to host a play, but they got to win them all. I don't know if they're going to beat Atlanta. If they beat Atlanta, Atlanta's in serious trouble. Atlanta will be in serious trouble. So we went through everything right there. Atlanta's 2-2. If they were lose, they'd be 2-3. And they'd be, in serious trouble. And I'll show you why. Atlanta is a team that is a very good team. But you can see they beat the Bucks in the very first game. Remember that. Then they got beat by the Nets. Then they beat the Knicks. Very close game. I think the Knicks are a little bit better. Then they played the Sixers. Close until the end. I think the Hawks would give the Lakers trouble if they played the Lakers. They would give them trouble because of their size and Dominique Wilkins. All right, that's going to be it for today. Have a great day, and we'll see you later.